Josh and Kwab, your go-to NBA podcast. Subscribe on Apple, follow on Spotify, and be sure to hit up the YouTube channel for video content. And now your hosts, Josh and Kwab.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Dime. Kwab, I forgot my hat. I just realized I'm looking
at
my
no Knicks hat. What's going on?
Holy crap.
Who am I talking to?
I don't know. Well, you know who you're talking. I actually don't wear a hat. I wear it for the show. I'm a Knicks fan, and I'll wear it to like Knicks games. But outside of that, this is how I look in real life. So if you're walking the streets of New York and you see this is me. This is me.
Yep.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Dime. We don't do this often, but smash the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I can't believe you just did that. And I can't believe you forgot your hat. Who are you? What's going on?
I had to come to the office.
I know.
I had some errands to run for the show that I produce.
Yo.
And I wasn't sure if I was going to go back, and I ended up staying. And I watched by myself in the office. But here we are. Let's get to it. Game 3. What do you think Daryl Morey was thinking to himself watching this guy? Like what was going through his mind, in your opinion? Watching Jared McCain,
just cook.
Be a huge reason why the Oklahoma City Thunder win a huge swing game. Anybody want to take a guess in the comments? Anybody?
Harden. What Harden said when he was in China. Daryl Morey is a liar. That's when he.
All right, let's get to the box score. The Thunder beat the Spurs 123-108. SGA 26 points, 12 assists. Jared McCain. Daryl Morey must pay for his crimes. He must make him pay. Jalen Williams thinks he's Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams.
Sorry,
for the Spurs. Wemby had 26 points, 7 for 20 and 7. De'Aaron Fox 14, 7 and 5. The Thunder take a 2-1 series lead, again winning 123-108. To me, the story of this game is the Thunder bench. They had 76 points. 76. 24 from McCain, 18 from Jalen Williams, 15 from Caruso, and Casey Wallace with 11. Every single bench player from the Thunder that played rotation minutes got into double figures. This game changed, flipped on its head. I'm going to give all the credit in the world to Jalen Williams. To me, that's the person who stands out the most to me. Now, obviously, Jared McCain did what he did. SGA was fantastic today. We'll get into that in a second. Everybody in the bench was great, but Jalen Williams coming in, especially during the non-Wemby minutes, being able to spread the floor, shoot the three, and honestly, the threes that he hit just to kick off the Thunder run, I think instilled some confidence in the Thunder. It calmed them down. In the beginning, the Spurs just blitzed the Thunder. The Thunder's transition defense was awful. Spurs getting on the run, scoring off of fast breaks. Devin Vassell hit a pull-up three. I mean, they were scoring at will, essentially, off of Thunder turnovers, off of Thunder misses. And then once that 15-0 run happened and, the non-Wemby minutes came into play and Jalen Williams on the bench came in, settled everything down. And from that point on, it was just all Thunder. And Jalen Williams didn't play today. Other Jalen Williams. We got J-Dub. He didn't play today.
Yep.
And a lot of speculation was like, well, who's going to miss who more? Like if Fox and Castle don't play, Fox and Harper don't play, is that going to be more of a big deal if Jalen Williams doesn't play? Well, we saw the Thunder all year without Jalen Williams. They're fine. They're okay.
Yeah, they're okay.
Yeah, and today was another example of that, man. Got to give credit to the Thunder bench. I thought SGA was fantastic today, man. I know we're going to get a lot of Spurs fans like complaining about the fact that, the pump fake and jumping into players and drawing the foul. It's part of the game. It is what it is. You may not like it. You might like it. I don't know, but it's part of the game. I thought he played a fantastic floor game. They were doubling him at times. He would get it to the right person so that the defense could get into rotation. He was methodical, getting the ball to the middle of the paint. Oklahoma City did a really good job of cutting through the lane whenever they were trapping on pick and rolls, wherever they were hedging hard on pick and rolls. Chad had some easy buckets that way. I just thought overall the shot selection from the Thunder today was magnificent. Like there was a purpose for their offense. They knew what they were doing. They had a game plan. They weren't just jacking up threes to jack up threes. And at the end, man, they just outside of that 15-0 run, they looked like the way better team today.
Yeah, the game started off as if it was going to be like a Spurs dam, and then the bench came in and just changed everything. And like you mentioned, Jalen Williams' impact, I attributed a lot to Alex Caruso, man. I feel like Caruso has been maybe you can say arguably their second best player in this series. Sometimes your best player in some moments, right? him checking in the game, and you could tell when the Spurs were trying to double Shai, and the ball would just end up in Caruso's hands, and he would make the right play. Just him being the secondary point guard on the floor. They ran plays where he would be the one setting the screen, so the outlet for the pass would be him, and then he would make the right play. Like we saw that last game too when the Spurs went zone and Caruso was the one that was at the free throw line extended making the plays. I just feel like his impact offensively and defensively has been so big. We saw in game one with his like the 3-point barrage, and these other games, it's just been more so his all around impact, like defensively. Like even the play when he chased down Castle and he fouled him just to stop the dunk. And Castle went 1 for 2. Like those little plays, like that's why he's a veteran. That's why he's a champion. Like he makes impact plays, man. It was great to see. And all year we've talked about how deep the Thunder bench is. And when it comes to these two teams, they both have benches are impactful. But we saw how impactful the Thunder bench is, right? With McCain going off, uh, Jalen Williams going off, Caruso's. Like you say all these players that make like when they checked in the game, they made an impact. We've made the joke about if the bench lineup of this Thunder team, if they were just a team by themselves, how much would they win? 76 points off, like that's 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 the game. Like that's the game. The Spurs throughout the course of the year, they've gotten points and stuff, plays from their bench with Keldon Johnson, who was the sixth man of the year, Dylan Harper, and it just when you're watching a Thunder play like this, and me and you always talk about this. We watch it and we're like, yeah, it's unfair. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, they're coming at you in waves. You're getting Jared McCain playing with the utmost confidence, like driving into Wemby, getting in contact and finishing. This is one thing we talked about in other series. Like people, you can't be so scared of not trying to score on Wemby. Like it torts you from like scoring. Like we've seen so many people do the hell nah every time they step in the paint when they see Wemby. But just seeing Jeremy McCain of all people do that, I was like, okay, he's feeling confident. Like he was just shooting a hit shot, whatever it was. And you have that. You have Caruso. You have Case and Wallace. Like they just hit you in waves with all these players. And that basically flipped the game when they checked in after that. Like you said, after that, the start the Spurs had, and the crowd was crazy. It just felt like the Thunder were the more veteran, calm team throughout the whole game. I don't want to say this because it might feel like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like I'm generalizing the team, but the Spurs felt young today. It felt like the younger team.
Saw that everywhere on Twitter, bro. Everyone was saying that.
Everyone was like, it felt like a younger team playing against a veteran team who knows who they are and what you're doing. And like the Spurs looked better to start the game, especially with how Fox was playing. But as the game progressed, you just felt like you're watching a team that knows who they are, trust your players. Everybody knows where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to do, and playing with the utmost confidence. And they're missing arguably their second best player, right? And that was the game. And the Spurs looked like they struggled right after Wemby went out after the main run, and it was just downhill after that.
Yeah, man. And today showed me that not so much that Wemby isn't like he's still young. Like, and what you were saying, he's young, but young in the sense where it's like he still doesn't have like a go-to move. He doesn't have anything like a go-to spot. He doesn't. The Spurs don't really run a lot of plays that are like we're gonna make sure Wemby gets the ball here and things are gonna happen. He's gonna score the basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it has to do with his positioning. He is a bigger guy, but he does get pushed around a lot. That's just the truth. Like he does get bodied. I mean, teams are comfortable putting an Alex Caruso on Victor Wembanyama because they're not scared of Victor Wembanyama basically bullying them in the paint every single time down the floor. He does have to bulk up. I do think the Spurs need some type of go to, like with the Nuggets, it's like a dribble handoff with Jokic and Murray that turns into a pick and roll. With the Knicks, right now it's Karl-Anthony Towns at the top of the key making things happen, or a pick and roll with Jalen Brunson, right? There are different things you can think of with different teams. And as of right now, to me, the Thunder, I think they play a good brand of basketball in the sense where they do look to get into the paint, they do look to drive and kick, and they move the basketball, and they rarely take bad shots, but they don't really have anything that's like a go-to for their best player. And I don't get into the whole best in the world debates. That's not really who I am. I don't care about that conversation. Kwab, I don't think you care about it either, which is why we don't have it on the show. Yeah. But to me, and this is what actually, it's complimenting Wemby, because to me, this is what makes him so scary. He hasn't even developed that part of his game yet. Yeah. I mean, a lot of his points are off of like alley-oop dunks and running the break and, you know, or driving kick threes. Like every once in a while, he's going to hit a step back on you. Every once in a while, he's going to have moments where it's like, that's freaking scary. Yeah. The crazy thing is, though, it's like he hasn't developed like I'm going to take this game over, get me the ball in this spot right here, and that's it. It's a wrap. And I do think until he gets that, you are going to see like Alex Caruso's on him and Lou Dort's on him and like OG Anunoby's on him because they feel they can get physical with him. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not going to win the series. Doesn't mean anything like that. But I do think today was a prime example of that. So got some comments here. Let's go through them. Grayson, thank you. Knicks versus OKC in the finals. 419 versus. I don't know what that means.
That's dark. That's dark. That's chill. Next, go. You're wilding, Grayson. Yeah. Yep.
Keep coaching circles on Pop. Third pick as a coach. Okay. It's hard to hear you. Does it? Everybody in the comments, let me know if it's still hard. I know there's a little bit of an echo in here. Depends on what room I choose. Today, this is the one that was open. So let me know if you need me to put more volume on it, or maybe it's the reverb. Kevin, no more Jalen Williams played like Jalen Williams. It's Jay Will. Start putting respect on his name. You know what, Kevin? You're right. Yep. You're right.
You're right.
You're right, Kevin. The Raptors. We're gonna have a ceremony for. We should have ceremonies for old catchphrases that are no longer funny. We can't say anymore. Kevin, you're right. I'm not gonna say that anymore. He deserves respect.
He does. He's been hooping.
Douglas, the guys don't even play. Guys that don't even play on the bench are good too, which is a fact. Kendrick Williams. I mean, Isaiah Joe doesn't always get in the game. Wiggins, I've seen Wiggins single-handedly win games. Greg, Daryl Morey is my spirit animal. I don't know if you want that.
Why? Why? Why?
Daryl Morey's body and helping the OKC Thunder rip him off, then I get what you're saying.
Oh.
Garrett, no hat. I don't know if I can watch this. I don't know what to say. I typically look like this. All right. And Richard, what's up, man? Sixers fans in shambles watching McCain. Yeah, I am in a group chat with 2 Sixers fans, and half of our conversation today was about Jared McCain. When I say half of our conversation, I mean the group chat is like this all game. So half of that was Jared McCain.
After every McCain bucket, it's like, yo, come on, man.
Leone, Jocelyn's great. Thank you, Leone. Let's go.
Leone owes the assist, man. Bad.
All right, Kwab, let's look forward to game 4. What are your initial thoughts, gut reactions? What do you expect to see from the Spurs or Thunder? Gut reaction, who wins game 4? Why? All that good stuff.
Oh, man. I expected the Spurs to win game 3. Now I'm kind of on the fence right now about game 4. I feel like they should be able to win game 4 just because you have to. I always say you have to play with desperation. You don't want to go down 3-1. You don't want to go down 3-1 because essentially the season is over, man. And again, they're going to have to make some changes. Other players are going to have to step up. It is hard against a team that is as deep as the Thunder. The Thunder just come with a myriad of problems with all the players they can throw at you. I think that now defensively they might have to change some of their principles because having more shooting around Shai makes it so hard to double him. Like that's the one thing that it's able to, like, he had 12 assists today, and he was making all the right plays. Like he didn't score in the first quarter. He was just giving up the rock. And when you surround him with more shooting and more playmaking, that comes in with the bench, with the case on Wallace, now with Jalen Williams and all that, it makes it so hard to guard, to throw that double at him. I'm surprised the Spurs haven't played more of a zone, or just like throwing like a zone in some instances to see if they can throw him off, because they did that game 1, but
They threw a zone today, and Vassell shot him right out of it. I think that was like Vassell hit a 3, and I'm like, all right, screw this.
No, I'm talking about the Spurs.
Yeah,
The Spurs throwing the zone against the Thunder. Just because like how the Thunder were able to break the zone last time was putting Caruso at the high and then kicking out. So they weren't communicating the right way in the zone, right? I feel like maybe that's something they have to look into just in case, because it felt like the Thunder were just breaking them down continuously as the game was progressing, man. So I want to say the Thunder. I want to say the Spurs win the next game because I want this to go 7. I'm selfish. I'm sorry, Thunder fans. I know some of y'all saying like 5 and 6. I want 7. I just want 7. I want a fun series, but yeah, I could see either team winning it, but I'm gonna just pick the Spurs for the next game. What about you?
Yeah, I got the Spurs next game too. I thought this series was gonna go 7. I picked the Oklahoma City Thunder to win. I picked a team to win this series.
Mm-hmm.
I picked a team to win this series.
I picked the team too. I don't know who you look at me.
You didn't pick the team.
The audio went out.
I will say this game makes me feel very good about my pick though. After game 1, it was kind of like did that regular season really like represent what these two teams are? Is it really a mismatch? And now watching today, granted, Dylan Harper was hurt. Dylan Harper didn't look the same. I feel like we have to say that. Yeah. Dylan Harper did not look good today. He didn't look at himself today.
And what's his name? Looked like he got re-injured.
Fox.
Yeah, Fox looked like he re-injured his ankle. Yeah.
I don't want to make it seem like the Thunder have figured out the Spurs because I think it's a long series. But I do think that today showed me that I think the Thunder are slightly the better team. I do. I think they're more experienced. I think they handle pressure better. I think they take better shots. They're more careful with the basketball. And to me, this game shows me that I'm comfortable with my pick because I wasn't really comfortable after game 1. I am now comfortable with my pick. Now, with that said, I still think this is a competitive series. I do think these are very two close teams. I do think you are going to see a better version of Wemby, a more aggressive version of Wemby. I expect De'Aaron Fox to continue to play well if he's able to play, which I think he will be able to play because he did come back in after hurting himself. Yeah. Maybe Dylan Harper feels better. He comes back. He's fine. Home crowd. I expect him to watch the first couple minutes, 3-4 minutes of this game. And that's what we need to do. That's a blueprint right there. A lot of it was also, De'Aaron Fox being able to explode by his guy and just the pressure of the Thunder. The Thunder were kind of passive against, the point of attack defense. And then that kind of went away through the game, but you still have to keep that up. So to me, I like the Spurs at home. I think they get one here, but I do think from that point forward, maybe game 5 goes to the Thunder. And then depending on how 5 looks and how 4 looks, I might pick OKC in 6 instead of 7. I'm deciding right now if I'm being prisoner of the moment. I don't know if I am. I think saying OKC in 5 is a little bit prisoner of the moment.
Yeah.
I see a comment here. I think I just saw the side of my eye. It's pretty close to being OKC 3-0 right now. It's also pretty close for it being 2-1. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like this is going to be a very, very close series. I don't think you can count the Spurs out, and I'd be shocked if OKC went on the road and won 2 straight in San Antonio and 3 straight overall in a series where they, a season series where it was 4-1. Granted, not everybody was healthy. Granted, Thunder didn't play everybody at the last. I get it. Yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got the Spurs next game. We'll see. And I know everybody in the chat today is a Thunder fan, so they're probably booing us right now.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are saying that they're without that long logo 3 by Wemby, they would probably be up 3-0 right now. But you can't really. Games happen, stuff like that happens. Swings in games happen. Yeah, I also don't. That's why I still want to go 7. I don't want to be a prisoner in the moment, but I agree with you. It has looked like the Thunder have been the better team, especially this game. They just looked way more poised, just way more relaxed, especially when you're playing on the road and the crowd is going crazy and you're down that much. Teams usually don't come back and then end up winning in double figures. But this shows you how deep and how good this Thunder team is. I think the Spurs have just some adjustments to make moving forward, especially when it comes to the coaching side, when it comes to their defensive principles, and also, like you said before, finding different ways to get Wemby the ball in easier positions for him to score. So it's not him struggling up top and trying to create off the dribble at the 3-point line. He's capable. he's capable. Then it leads to, I think he looked gassed as the game progressed. Like a lot of Spurs look gassed, right? And because of how deep the Thunder can go, they never feel like they're tired. It never looks like they're tired. They're just out there hooping. So, yeah, I'm gonna say 7 still, but we'll see, man. Also for Grayson, here you go, Grayson. You said I wasn't gonna wear it, but I just had it on the side just in case.
We got more Grayson. Price is Right donations. Appreciate it. Okay, so Philadelphia begins tonight. It began last year.
Oh man,
Better off without a hat. I am. I like myself better without a hat. I agree with that actually. I like wearing the Knicks hat, but I don't really wear hats. I'm not a hat. I kind of am. I used to be more off, but not.
I hate the Knicks hat, guys. So like, just keep encouraging them to stop wearing it. Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
That Wemby 3 in game 1 misses. It's at 3-0 right now. Also, Spurs lucky J-Mac has been off from 3 these past 3 games. 6-24 these past 2 games. He shoots even halfway better games out of reach early. Yeah, I mean, you could say that about like if this happened, that happened. But I get it. I understand what you're saying. 2-1, it feels right. Yeah. Thank you, 76ers. I will forward that message to all my Sixer friends. I'll probably send this. I'll screenshot this and then I'll send it over. The Thunder bench would beat the Thunder starter tonight. Maybe. We had a discussion a couple lives ago about like if the Thunder bench were to form their own team, how many games would they win? And we had people saying in the 50s. I think they'd be a little more 500 give or take a couple of games, but we had people seriously saying they'd be in the 50s.
I mean, depending if they were in the Eastern Conference, they'd be up there.
All-time great team stuff. Yeah, man. I mean, there was a reason why people were talking, comparing this team to, the Warriors that had 73 regular season wins. And, Kwab and I were big on the fact that when it was obvious the Thunder weren't going to reach that, how everybody just kind of was like, oh, now they suck. It was kind of like an overcorrection the other way.
Yeah.
But still, like, I wouldn't put them up there with the Bulls or the Lakers or even the Warriors, but they definitely are in the conversation of like, okay, dominant champions, right? They're not like a random champion like the Mavs in 2012 or something. All right. Before we get out of here, Kwab, you want to do some headlines?
Some quick.
It's just one headline.
Oh gosh, I know where this is going to trend.
This is where Kwab and I'll be putting the headline before now.
Yo, you're so low right now. You're so low with the music playing. I can't wait.
Better. Can you hear me? The music.
I can hear you. Yeah, the music was drowning you out.
Kwab and I typically will find a narrative that's going around social media and we'll create a headline out of it. You tell us if it's real or fake news. Kwab, are you ready for the headline that I pulled out?
That you pulled out. I wonder.
How sweep it is. Cavs won't get one game against the Knicks. Real or fake news?
Fake news. Next. Move on. Fake news. Fake news. I think the Cavs should at least get one at home. For James Harden's sake. But I think they'll get one at home, especially watching last game where none of your threes were falling. Sam Merrill was over. Like, I don't think that happens again. Role players play better at home.
Down against the Knicks all playoffs, Kwab.
Yeah, what I've been down. Yeah, that's not gonna change. I'm never gonna pick the Knicks. I told you the Knicks are going to be could be up 3-0. You know what I mean? With up 50 points with 10 seconds left in a game 4. And I'm going to be like, man, I don't know, man. There's still a chance the other team can come back and win. So
I'm going to say it's fake news too.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to make you believe that I was going to say it's real news. I don't think it's real news. I do think that, Grayson, that's not cool. By the way, that comment's not cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate the donation, but no, let's not go there. Where was I headed with this? Yeah, for me, it's fake news. Because I think the Cavs are better than what they're showing. I think they could have won game 1. I think if they win game 1, they don't fall short in historic fashion. I think a lot of people are looking at this team differently. I think you still have a lot of people thinking that they can beat the Knicks in a 7-game series. And because of that, because of that epic collapse, all of a sudden they can't win a game. 2 at home, yeah, you can get at least 1. I think the Cavs are going to win in game 3, and we can talk about that now. I think the Cavs are going to win game 3, but I don't think they have a great shot in this series. I know they came back from 2-0 against the Detroit Pistons, but after I think game 4 is going to tell us everything that we need to know. But game 3, Kwab, We thought about it. We sat on it. What do you think? Who's
I
winning?
think I think the Cavs win. Like I said, I feel like their role players should play better. They have to play. They have to come out and play desperate, man. Just because you go down 3-0, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Um, just so, especially your home, and like you said, they essentially gave away game one. I don't know what the adjustments they're going to be able to make significantly that will help protect James Harden from getting cooked throughout the whole game, but they're going to have to switch some things up. I'm surprised I haven't seen more zone from them, where they used to have the zone where they would either put Jared Allen at the top of the zone or Evan Mobley just to kind of throw people off. I'm surprised I haven't seen more of them, but that, I guess, you can't really do that against a Knicks team that has a lot of capable shooters. But yeah, I expect the Cavs to win game 3. Yeah, I'm not picking the Knicks. So even if I was going to pick the Knicks, I wouldn't say it. So yeah. What about you? Who do you have?
The Cavs, actually. I think the Cavs win game 3.
Yeah.
I think game 4 is going to tell us everything we need to know about the series. I just said that, but kind of giving it away. I think the Cavs win game 3. I think they got good shots in game 2. I think a lot of people are forgetting that. They just missed open threes. They really did. Yeah. Sometimes when you miss threes, it makes your team look worse than they actually are. But Strus missed open ones. Jalen, when he got in, he missed open threes. Sam Merrill missed open threes. Donovan doesn't really look the same. Looks kind of hurt, and that kind of worries me if I'm a Cavs fan. But Evan Mobley's been playing well. Jared Allen has been playing well. I think when you go back to the film and you watch that, I think if you're Kenny Atkinson, you make more of an intentional effort to feed the rock to the big guys, right? You were doing that to start the game. Evan Mobley was cooking, and then all of a sudden you go away from him. You know, you do have the pick and roll with Jared Allen and James Harden that's been working all season since James Harden has come over from Los Angeles, and you kind of stop doing that. You know, I think the Cavs are kind of getting in their own way right now. I don't think that a lot of this has to do with how good the Knicks are. Don't get me wrong. I think the Knicks are the better team, but I do think, like, when you step back and you look at this objectively, they're just like, they're missing open. Game 2, they missed a lot of open threes, man. And you hit 3 or 4 of those. I'm not saying they win that game, but we're having another discussion where it's like, oh, you know, they blew game 1. They almost won game 2. Like, there's just different discussions we're having right now. The sweep conversation and the Knicks being huge favorites kind of makes me uncomfortable, even though I do think that. It's just hard for me to believe. And I think this is where you go with it when you talk about the Knicks. It's really hard for me to believe that the Knicks are this good and this dominant, and they're not going to give their fans an absolute scare.
Yeah, a scare's coming. I think a scare's coming. Like game 1, a scare's coming. It's coming. I'm excited for it when it happens. So it's coming.
Yeah. No one enjoys it. I just want to respond to this right quick. Just so y'all know, I didn't know where my dad was on 9/11 for the whole day. He worked directly next to the World Trade Center. He's fine. Nothing happened. But this is a comment that I want to point out. Just, you know, jokes are jokes. It's fine. Grayson, you're cool. We got nothing against you or anything. But yes, that's the whole point. 9/11, I'm a New Yorker. Very personal to me. Honestly thought my dad, I wouldn't hear my dad again. You know, it's a weird day to think about for me personally. All right. Kwab, short and sweet.
You gotta go catch the train. That's why we're making a quick one today. But I know Thunder fans, you guys are happy. Another great W by y'all. I know y'all excited. Man, the crowd was rocking. The crowd was rocking in San Antonio. It didn't matter, man. That's San Antonio. Go to the Fiesta jerseys. That's a problem. Go to the Fiesta jerseys. That's what's holding y'all back right now.
We're not gonna do a live for Knicks Cavs. We just don't have the audience for it whatsoever. So we're just no Knicks fans. Cavs fans are in and out, and if the Knicks win, we're gonna be talking to nobody. We'll continue to do it for Thunder Spurs, though. I have a great time with you guys. Love both fan bases. Thunder fans, you guys are fantastic. Spurs fans, same thing. I don't know if any Spurs fans are in here because it's an L. But always enjoy talking to everybody. We'll see you next time for another episode of The Dime. You can follow us everywhere, by the way.